Yes.
Yes. Okay. Ask the usual question, which is, where did you come up with that name first and foremost?
Well, back in 2005, when I first wrote first songs for this project, I was on 2 days of no sleep, and I often hallucinate like sea creatures for whatever reason. And that particular night was a pink octopus dancing along with whatever I was making. So, just referred to him as the Bubblegum Octopus.
Bubblegum. Okay. Octopus. And where are you coming from? Because you're not from Chicago, so that's definitely a trip.
Verona, New Jersey. It's like 20 minutes out of New York City.
And you're coming from tour, right? You
Yep.
said you were coming from somewhere else. Who
Yeah.
you been playing with?
Who have I been playing with?
Yeah.
Let's see. Been playing a lot of dates with Dental Work from Traverse City, Michigan. I played with Little Mac last night from Ann Arbor, Michigan. Played with John Zahorian from Columbus, Ohio.
Hmm.
Just a lot of noise and breakcore, chiptune, things like that.
Did you do a whole Midwest kind of tour? Because most of the bands are like.
Sort of. It's kind of like a northern Midwest tour.
Northern Midwest tour. Okay.
I'm going up to as far as Minnesota and then coming back.
And you have a couple shows coming up,
Yep.
which are listed on your MySpace. I mean, you want to talk about that for a little bit?
Yeah, I mean, I have one not tomorrow, but the day after in Minneapolis, and then one in Springfield, Illinois, and then another one in Chicago on the 16th.
And we're seeing playing You're in Arms also.
Oh yeah, in August, doing almost a week of shows with Urine Arms on the Northeast.
He's my favorite.
So let's ask you, what do you... I know that most people hear labels and stuff, but how do you call your music? What do you label it as?
I've kind of come to like make up some words like spaz pop and twee grind. Just they're nonsensical, but it applies and makes sense, so I stuck with them.
How'd you start getting into this kind of music besides the Dream of the Octopus?
Well, a lot of it comes from 90s video game music, and I've been listening to that since the 90s. And in like 1999, I found like a J-pop radio station, and that had a profound influence on my musical tastes. And yeah, I don't even know where the grind and everything comes from. That was just kind of something that happened eventually.
But talk about progressive rock, because I definitely, I've said it multiple times. I mean, there's definitely a progressive rock
Influence.
influencer vibe. Yeah. Talk about how far that goes for you.
Really? I mean, like, I like Magma a lot, and I actually just wrote a song that was a tribute to Magma, the second one on the MySpace. It's on
Magma's great.
the Dental Work split. It's like the last song on my side. But I like Ruins a lot, and anything Yoshida Tatsuya does. I like a lot of math rock stuff.
Math rock?
Yeah, like Light or Adebisi Shank or Thingy.
Okay.
Yeah. The shortwave channel.
And what's your equipment? What do you use?
Well, all the songs start in GarageBand. I write the MIDI there. Sometimes I'll use Sibelius to write some of the MIDI if it's like a particularly complicated passage. And then from there, do stuff with Ableton, do stuff with Logic. I have a lot of hardware I use. It all ends up in Logic, and that's where I bounce it from.
And I saw also that you had ABC something froggy.
Oh, the alphabet apple. Yeah, I do some circuit bending, but I've had to stop for a while until I get a new soldering iron.
Do you mess around with your own instrument? I mean, your equipment. Do you do it yourself, or you get it from somewhere else, or
It's a mixture of both.
mixture
You know,
of both?
some things I buy, and a lot of things I buy actually, but some things I do make.
What and we were talking about this earlier. What bands do you find yourself ending up playing with? I guess in New Jersey particularly, but you can expand that to just on tour.
Well, in New Jersey, I end up playing with pop punk bands like Bowling for Soup. There was a chiptune scene briefly that you're aware of, with Facundo and Disassembler and all them, Oxygen Star, but since that house that we were playing at all the time is no longer existing, we don't have a place. There's apparently a noise scene in like southern Jersey that I'm trying to get involved with, but that's kind of something I have to work on when I get home.
And
So what about more nationally? Like,
Yeah, with
who
your
would you
tour.
end up playing, on tours or?
Well, I do end up playing a lot of chiptune stuff, even though I know I don't exactly fit in. Like on the tour with Yatagarasu, we played a chiptune night like almost every show. But when I come out here, like to Michigan and stuff, I play with a lot of noise and breakcore stuff.
What do you like, or what kind of audience do you prefer, or where does the music seem to work best?
I haven't found the answer to that question, but I know I prefer, as of this tour, large groups of people that know who I am and like me. Because I did used to like.
Familiar.
I did used to like playing for people who hated me. It was kind of funny to me to like see their reactions and stuff. But after opening for Bowling for Soup and a bunch of other bands like that, I got sick of it. Like I'd seen so many of that reaction in one night that I was done with it.
you've been playing since summer 2005, according here.
Yeah. That's how long the project has existed. My first show was in like early 2006.
And from the beginning of time, I mean, from your band, has it evolved into different? I mean, can we tell a difference coming from your first demo to right now?
Yeah, I mean, obviously at least obvious if you listen to it, the production value's increased, but now that I'm finally getting recent material out, you can definitely tell a progression in my writing style and everything.
Also, I'm reading out of your MySpace, and if everyone wants to go, it is myspace.com, Bubblegum, Octopus, and although we're talking about it, and no one uses MySpace anymore. It's the thing, but it seems that it's everything coming out of you. Like you're trying to be intimate with other people and try to put out there your spirit and express yourself.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of artists just kind of hide behind this wall, and I really admire artists who like put themselves out there, love it or hate it, they're being themselves, and I have a lot of kind of strange but meaningful messages I'd like to portray in my own strange way.
Are you not afraid of the judgment?
No.
What kind of messages are you trying to get across, or what are you referring to?
Well, as far as myself goes, I like to cope with my existence by remembering the past without, just deluding myself in fantasy. But as far as other people go, I like to convey the idea that life can be really meaningless, and that's totally okay. You don't need to search for anything. Just be happy the way you are and all that kind of generic stuff. It's a very absurdist message, I suppose.
No, it makes sense to me.
It makes sense to me too. Well, I guess one more question. What about some of your biggest inspiration, which is, it says cats? What's up with felines?
Cats, pizza, 90s video game music, and J-pop.
That girl that I called too much?
Huh?
That girl that I called too much? You also mentioned
yes, my girlfriend. She is quite a fan of mine and has been a positive influence on my writing.
Awesome.
I would hope so.
Yeah. I couldn't date someone who didn't already like my music.
Hey, man, it's more... It challenged you,
Talk about the show on Friday in Chicago.
Oh, right.
As much as you can.
Well, you said as much as I was able to. It's with Dental Work and William Side's Atari Party.
Nope.
Right? Nope, the Kremlin. Okay, and Tooth Eye. I don't know any more details either.
Let's see. Goltron is 1/3 of Velva. I just found out DJ Dazed, who is another member of Velva, he's going to be DJing.
All right.
In between bands. And who else has been added? Oh, Destroy-a-Fire.
Destroy-a-Fire. What's that?
I don't know. It's some friend of Tim's. It's at the Leadway Bar and Grill, which all of our Wizard audience people from the north side should probably know that place. It's a block north of Foster on Damon. It's 5233 North Damon. It's going to be Friday.
You can always Google it.
That's
if
right,
you don't know.
Friday.
And maybe I should have just said all this stuff myself. Not put you on the spot. Sorry.
That's all right.
Okay, so anything else that you want to say before we hit it off?
Go pet a cat.
Go pet a cat. Animal Cruelty Society. You can always adopt a cat over there.
That's right. Thanks for coming, Bubblegum.
Oh, well, can
Thanks.
people find you?
Oh, right. MySpace.com/BubblegumOctopus. There's a Last.fm. There's a Twitter, which is Bubblegum Octopus without the S. And there's a Facebook fan page that the link is too long to redirect you to.
Okay. We also will be playing this on Thursday for people that miss it out. Of course, they won't be listening to this, but if you want to tell other people to check it out, you're more than welcome. There'll be a podcast, and bye-bye. That's all.
See ya.
Come on,